Hi, I'm Stefan, the BMW DIY guy. My project today is going to be the updated light strips from AmbientModz. I am really excited to do this because I've had their product in my car now for some time, and the designs on the front and back are a little bit different. I've just recently done a video for the back tracks that fit in underneath your armrest, and because the way those are designed, the light tracks themselves were different than the front. The front were kind of square and slid up and around the LED lighting inside the doors, where the rears actually had to kind of fit into a cut in the armrest itself. Now, what AmbientModz has found is they've redesigned the fronts to be more like the back, so you get more ambient light. So it actually glows out a little bit more, and instead of being a square track, it's a track that fits up around the LEDs on the door, but actually has a rounded dome underneath, so you're gonna get a lot more light that'll show just like you do in the back. And I'm really excited to get this in my car and show you the difference. The install on this is really simple, so I'm only gonna do one side. I'll show you what that looks like. So I wanted to do a little bit of before and after comparison before I change out the light tracks. So I'm looking at the passenger side rear right now with that more dome-like design that fits into the slit of the armrest. As you can see that really clearly. This is in my garage, middle of the day, high overcast, but really bright, and you can still see it, just like you could in on my install video. Now, when you look at the passenger side door over there with the square designs where the light track is recessed quite a bit, you can see a little bit of that one right there. Let me come back out a little bit and look here at the driver's side door. Bright sunlight. As you can see, you have to look up into it to see it at all. So quite a bit of difference between the two designs. It's one of the reasons why I'm so excited about this. Now, the first designs were great and they made a dramatic difference, especially at night. But I'm looking for this new design to show you what it looks like. The install is really simple, so let me jump to it. All right, so I'm looking at my driver's side door, and I'm gonna use just a pick tool to reach in and pull the previous strip out, just like that. Yeah, it got stuck in there pretty good. Good. I never had any problems with them coming out, so let me take a look at it here. See if I can focus on the camera here a little bit. You can see that they're a harder designed plastic with a higher edge on one side, and they're kind of a square design that fits in there. Now the new stuff is more flexible, almost kind of more of a rubber than a plastic. And then you can see that it's got a dome design. One side's higher than the other. Now the higher side goes in on the door side, goes in on the inside. So you're gonna wanna take this and just fit it. Now, what you're gonna wanna do is you've got a curve right here. So I'm gonna start, you can feel it with your finger where the light track stops about right there. So I'm gonna take the material, slide it in up here high, and then slide it down to the end of the curve. Now, unlike the plastic, which is a little bit harder and you could push on a little more easily, this is softer, so you're gonna wanna start a little bit closer. So the end of the cut is right there. So I'm gonna start about right there to make sure to get both sides of the track in. Yep. So I'm gonna start even closer. So you can see me kind of doing this real time, right? So make sure that this outer, the high edge is on the inside, and get that on the other side of the light track in the door. There we go. So it goes all the way down to right there. Okay, and then I'm just gonna take it and feed it the rest of the way in, just like that. Nice and easy. Now I've got this end out just a little bit. I'm gonna make that, as you can see on the video, I'm gonna make sure that that fits in flush really nicely. But as you can see, it's really simple. You're just gonna feed it down. Now I've got one big long strip, so I'm gonna take it, measure it right here to the edge, as far as it's gonna go, which is gonna be about right there. And then I'm gonna cut off and use the material on the other side. But as you can see, this is really easy. So this is more demonstration and what it's gonna look like than, complicated DIY. And just make sure you use a clean pair of scissors, good sharp scissors to make sure you get a good clean cut there. So I'm gonna take this back out because I wanna make sure that it's fit in really well. So let me get this set, and I wanna show you what this looks like, especially in comparison to the other side. So this is the driver's side door. You can see I've got all the track in place. You could use a small screwdriver, or I use the back of my pick to help kind of slide that back part of the dome into place around the light track. Now let me move slowly and look over at the passenger side door here with the new track in. And you can see, now keep in mind, this is during the middle of the day, really bright. You can see how much brighter it is than what it was before, where the light track is actually exposed. Now, because of the design, it's going to be brighter towards the back of the door than it is the front of the door. That is not an AmbientModz thing. That has to do with the way BMW has the LED. Because the light track is all it is just clear plastic. They call it like a light channel. And there's an LED emitter at this side. So naturally it's going to get a little bit dimmer as it goes on. Now the other thing you can do is you can also pull your door cards and change the LED emitters. There's a lot of conversation around whether the new LEDs, little emitters, are brighter. They probably are. Mine are original. I'm still thinking about replacing them just as is. But you can see, if you don't want to go through that hassle, you're not in a place or where you want to pull your door cards off, you can see the difference this makes. And it really does make a significant difference. And this new design is really good. It's a lot. I really like the improvements. As you can see, the backs look great as well. So super simple. You just slide it into place and you're done. All right, all done. As you can see, this really is almost a no tools project. All you need is just the light tracks and a pair of scissors. Really, it should take you less than 5 minutes to do it. And it really makes a big difference. Now, the nice thing about this is that it takes a lot less time than it takes to take your door cards off, your back cards off, pull out the LEDs and do all of that, potentially even replace the light tracks. I've thought about it. And this new design is definitely more in line with what the rear design is, with those kind of that domed approach, and it's going to be much, much brighter. So I'm excited to do something as simple like this that's going to make a big difference, especially at night. Thank you so much for watching my video. I always have more projects coming, and I'll see you on my next video.